are live.
Hey guys, welcome back to Little Big Opinions. I'm Big and I'm Little. And we got producer Mark here.
What's up, boys?
This episode is brought to you by Sacieta Law Personal Injury Attorneys. If you've been injured in a car accident, you need more than just a lawyer. You need an advocate who truly cares and fights hard for what you deserve. Call Sacieta Law at 305-340-9082 or visit sacietalaw.com for your free consultation. Sacieta Law, where strength meets compassion. Now, I don't know if you guys you saw that, you heard that. That was my voice impersonating Little. I cannot impersonate Little because he's such a spectacular human being. But Little is joining us. He's not inside the studio today. Where is Little on this planet right now? Can we show him as he is? Do we have him, Mark? Oh, there he is.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Where you at, dude? Can you tell the listeners?
I'm here in Charleston, South Carolina. Beautiful Charleston, South Carolina. And I've been walking around the street since 9 a.m. because our hotel wasn't ready till 4:30. But here we are. So you know what I did throughout this whole time? I drank alcohol. There's multiple bars in this place that's been open since 10 a.m. And here we are, ready here for you. But you guys were both at the game yesterday. And how was that experience? I saw that there was a little bit of a parking issue continuing to be.
Yeah, so we showed up at Denny's, our local spot. Folks, Chris, I don't know if it was the lack of your presence, but yesterday was probably the best tailgate we've had all season.
Oof. Well, first of all, that's not very fair for you to say something like that.
Multiple people came up to us in the car and said that the Funner brother was here. That wasn't me that said that, but Mark, how many people went up to you and said that?
I mean, at least 3-4 people.
Yeah,
easily.
So I don't know what to say about that, Chris. I tried to defend you.
You're not saying anything. You're not saying anything that I haven't heard before. So I'm not offended in any way, shape, or form.
We weren't trying to offend you. We weren't trying to offend you. Nor were they. But the tailgate was very good. The parking situation. So we showed up at Denny's. That's our local spot. Chris, we're gonna for next year. We already see the momentum building. We're gonna have that tailgate community, that village that the Forces are talking about, and we're gonna get this going. But we showed up on time. We got there before 10 o'clock. We chose where we wanted to park, right next to the Exit and Orange parking lot. And then there was just all this space. And we actually put something out on a reel. Go check us out on Instagram. Also, go check out 786 Sports where you can on YouTube and subscribe. But Mark, you saw it live. You saw it firsthand what the inefficiencies are of this whole process. What is your take on this for seeing for the first time?
Yeah, so I saw this, what's going on here. You were showing me, we made the video and we saw almost an entire row empty. One
Hummer.
There was one Hummer there. Now, I'm confused because I heard you guys talking about this and multiple people, other season ticket holders, were talking about this issue. I don't see a problem with it.
Oh,
yeah. No. I don't see a problem with it. I don't understand what the gripe is.
Wow. So I'm texting it. I'm just full disclosure. I'm texting here. Hey, while you guys are talking, do the full screen instead of me here. But Mark, that's a heavy,
we're leaving you on the screen
there, dude. Like, there's no problem. Explain why there's no problem.
So I just don't understand. Like, wouldn't you want it to be that area next to you to just be more empty? You want it more full?
I want it more full. I want to be there with the fellow Dolphin fans. I don't want to see my fellow Dolphin fans have to come and wait in a packed line outside of the stadium to get into the Orange parking lot when there's so much available parking right in front of the attendants.
So Mark, let's say you walk.
It's a problem.
Yeah, let's say you drive in, Mark, and Ryan and I got there early because we would get there early. You probably would have to you would linger if we weren't taking you, right? Most likely.
For sure.
So
absolutely.
You show up at 10:15, not even 11, not even 12. You show up at 10:15, and all those parking spots are available. And we say, hey, Mark, tell the guy that we're right here, right at the cones. and he says, nope, you got to go to the pavement lot all the way over there. Would you not be pissed?
I mean, first of all, that's like it. Now, I understand that they move the goalposts constantly, but I kind of feel like some of these people are hired maybe on the same day. So, like, like this isn't a job where it's a career job. This is like something you do.
Again, we're not
going after the attendance. We're going after the policy. The policy here is what the stadium or the Dolphins, whoever's making this policy, is who we need to get through to.
And so the policy is the first 2 hours you can park anywhere.
Correct.
And what is it? Open at 9?
It opens up. Yes. It opens up at
10.
I'm pretty sure they open up at 9 when I see the emails.
It tells us 9, but the parking attendants say it opens up at 8. So first of all, we got to get that right, Hard Rock Stadium.
I get that.
Is it 8 or is it 9? And second, why would you let us park anywhere that we want? I don't. I think that back in the day, us growing up, going to that same stadium this entire time, if you wanted to park together, you got to meet up at the Walmart. Now we're meeting up with the Denny's. We got to meet up somewhere, and then we got to go in together. I think that's fair enough, right?
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. And if you do that, you should be next to each other. You guys shouldn't move unless for whatever reason you're on the last.
That's not what they're doing anymore. They're like, you can park wherever you want. We can have open spots anywhere. Then if you get here at 10:15, the game's at 1 o'clock here. If you get here at 10:15, we're gonna send you to Timbuktu. You can't park wherever you want. You paid a lot of money for your orange parking pass. We don't give a shit. It's hard to get that orange pass. We don't give a shit. You're going to park where we tell you to park because we want to. It's 10:15, guys. The game's at 1. My friend's right there. There's plenty of parking. It's not my fault that you just let all of us park in a terrible situation. Like, that's not our fault, Hard Rock. Figure that shit out. Make us park the way that you want us to park earlier so that we can get the one guy that comes 15 minutes late next to us. That shit is horse shit. Like, I'm done with all of this.
Oh, you can tell this guy's been drinking for sure because he's cursing.
No.
Chris, check this out. We spoke to somebody. We're in the suite yesterday. Yeah. We're hanging out.
This is the bigger deal for sure.
There is a guy.
We're not saying it.
They're not a sponsor. They're not a sponsor. Okay. If you want to be a sponsor, we'll shout you out. But we're in the suite right there. And there is a fellow season ticket holder that is there with us. 13 seasons. 13 seasons. Guess how many seasons he's been on the wait list for an orange parking pass, Chris? Just give us a guess. No.
How many? 13?
10 years. This guy's been waiting. No, he still has yet to get it. They give priority to club level and to the section 100. He's in section 300. Chris,
well, tell the guy there's plenty of club level tickets because no one ever goes to club level.
But not it is what it is.
He has
longevity. You should get seniority here, guys.
I think he has like maybe 4 or 5 tickets. He said something like so. He had a good amount of tickets. He takes the whole family. Great guy. Don't remember his name, but apparently he's a very good handyman.
Great guy. Oh, I need a handyman. Does he speak English?
He does only English.
Right. That's what I need.
He's a local cat. He's Evan's guy. Evan's handyman. So I mean, Evan can't speak Spanish. So I think he'll be okay.
He's in Fort Lauderdale, not in Miami. So he's
gonna he's born and raised in the county of Dade, baby.
Let's do this.
Yeah,
I got plenty of projects.
Malachi Tony.
But again, the parking situation is just horrible. We're gonna have to get to the bottom of this throughout the off season and figure out who we need to talk to. But
Ryan, I tease this. We are going to have an episode of game day updates that we think that we should have, right? Like just a game day experience is kind of like half-ass, It's the same. We've been members since 2022, since McDaniel's first year, and it's the same songs every single time. It's the same third down chants, the same thing. Like, we need some fresh blood in here, okay? We need some new music. We need to get with the times. We need to get to be a little bit more Miami. I think like that's what I'm asking for.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. We have to do some that chant at the beginning. Let's go Dolphins, and then they just do this little smoke. We need it to be ruckus because we have people always coming to Miami, other fan bases that want to vacation in Miami. So they circle that time that they're going to go play the Dolphins once every 8 years, and they make a trip out of it. When they come into our house, we have to intimidate them. We have to show them that we're not going to be trifled with. And now that we have a franchise quarterback who looks incredible, we have the people on the field. Now we need the atmosphere and the fan base to do their part. Quinn Ewers can make any throw out there. He can make any throw out there, Chris. He's looking at cover 0, then cover 2. He's looking off the guy. He knows he's going to look him off with Darren Waller, and then he goes over to Theo Weiss. We had the perfect angle in the seats that we were sitting in Juan's, which we're going to get to in a second. It was like blazing sun, being on Mars. It was absolutely terrible. But we had the perfect arm angle from him going over the top, looking off the safety, and then going over the top to Theo Weiss on a rope. That was a rope, Mark.
That was a beautiful throw. It was a beautiful throw. I didn't even know who it was. I don't even know who that guy is still. I know you just said his name a couple times. I didn't even know who he was.
Theo Weiss Jr., congratulations, rookie, 63-yard touchdown. Welcome to the NFL.
Welcome to the NFL. What a great throw. What a great catch. Quinn for the win, baby. Quinn for the win. Just sounds right.
Rookie to rookie, folks. We talked about this with this crappy season that we had, that we wanted to find out who can play. And yesterday, the rookies showed out. Not just on the offensive side, but on the defensive side as well. Jason Marshall Jr., props to you, brother. Gator came in, played his ass off. First INT, 2 pass breakups defended, 1 tackle for loss, 8 total tackles, 4 solo tackles. What an outstanding performance. And Zeke Biggers, Chris, another one of these mammoth dudes who's just coming in, making plays, and blocking a field goal going into halftime. The rookies were all over the place yesterday.
Well, that's
let me jump in before we go in real quick. He is really not reading this. I thought he was reading stats off of his computer. You've mentioned this, but this is my first time on this side of the desk, and this guy's just spewing out these stats. The thing is, he stutters like if he's reading it, but he's not. Like, he's just coming out of his brain. The stutter's okay now. I'm fine with it. That's crazy.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Off to you.
You're seeing how the sausage is made.
When people ask about like the whole podcast, Mark, I tell you that I give you all the credit in the world because you saw this, and I will say Ryan doesn't have stats, and very rarely do I have stats either. It's just whatever we say here. So sometimes we say things that are wrong. So don't take everything we say for truth. But Theo Weiss, I could tell you that he went to Missouri. He's an undrafted free agent. The reason why he was brought back into the lineup is because they wanted to have some receiver that has some chemistry with Ewers, which I don't think really matters because he did something yesterday, which we all know I'm a huge Tua fan, but we heard him say things at the end of the press conference, which is like, I saw cover 0. They wanted me to think it was cover 0, but it was actually cover 2. He faked them out with his eyes and he threw it to a different spot. It wasn't like we're automatically throwing to this one spot from the read from the beginning of the play. So that's encouraging. We saw the guy move around with his feet, which is clearly something that we've missed in the last 2 years at the very least. I'm not going to bring up 2023. And he made some bigger plays. And I will say, that he did something that no rookie quarterback has done since Dan Marino, which is 2 touchdowns in the first half. But that's where it ends. There is no other touchdowns in the other half.
It didn't open it up, though, Chris. He didn't have to play.
Well, you got me to where I'm going. And that's where I don't think that we're ready. I'm not totally encouraged. I think that we have a guy I think we have a Jay Fiedler. Okay, I think we have our Jay Fiedler.
Don't tease me with that, Chris. You know how much I love that guy.
Fiedler won a playoff game, didn't he?
Yeah.
Fiedler was a winner.
He's the last guy that won a playoff game in 2001. Mark, do you remember that game that we watched? Do you remember where we watched the Lamar Smith beating the Colts game?
I don't know. Where were we?
Okay, we were across the street at Maria's house, which is our front door neighbor, who didn't have a kitchen for some reason in her house, and we could have got it. Mom and Dad could have gotten it on the steel, but they didn't do it for whatever reason. And we were there watching the game because it was blacked out to us because it wasn't sold out for whatever reason. And that was the last win that we got to see of a playoff game. That is so sad, Mark. You don't remember 2001. We graduated St. Agatha in 2002. That means we're in 7th grade.
Yeah, I was in 6th grade.
I'm in minus 20 grades, like from high school. Like that is so sad. That was the last win that we had. So yes, Jay Fiedler was the last quarterback that got a win, but Quinn Ewers is that, Ryan. He's not anything special at the moment. Like I don't see that. I think I'm going to say it. I think he looks better than Tua to this point. There's nothing to play for at the moment, but there are things that were missing from the offense. Clearly, that Tua wasn't doing for whatever reason. I can't give you any reason. But Quinn Ewers is the guy that should be playing. But I will tell you this. My biggest concern is the coach. And why didn't he see this before if this is what we're seeing now? And because he didn't want to throw him in there. And he was the 3rd quarterback. He wasn't the 2nd quarterback. So don't tell me that you thought this guy was for sure better. And too many plays are boom or bust. Like it's like the play is there, or you just throw a Hail Mary to the guy and hopefully the safety doesn't pick it off. Like I'm not happy from what I see from the coaching staff. I'm not happy with the second half. Like we continued. Yeah, we didn't get blown out in the 3rd quarter because the Bucs kept making mistake over mistake over mistake. You could call it interception. That's completely fine. But I call it that they were trying to do too much. They didn't stick to their plan. They panicked. They didn't continue with the running game. They just went straight passing. And when the Dolphins are on offense and it's straight pass situation, our O-line still can't hold. So I will not fall for this. I'm not going to do that. I'm happy that Quinn Ewers has some momentum going. Let's see what happens on Sunday. The Patriots might be playing for a first overall. It's a nice story, but it's just that. It's a story. It's a bedtime story to make Ryan feel better. That's all we have.
Chris, he's a 7th round pick. I mean,
Brock Purdy was a 7th round pick, and
I understand.
Tom Brady was a 6th.
So that's what I'm trying to say. It's a 7th round pick. It's you're playing with house money right now. Seeing him out there gunslinging it, and he's playing loose out there, which is something that we were talking
loose
about.
When you have nothing to play for. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Exactly. But how many times have you seen in past? We've been in this situation so many times. Have you seen us go to a rookie and just let loose, or our quarterback, and change it up? It's kind of like a breath of fresh air to see what we wanted to see. The offense open up. Now, I agree with you. I
think we were in love with Matt Moore when Matt Moore came in and took us to a playoff. Like we're all happy about Matt Moore.
In love with Matt Moore. I don't know if I was in love with Matt Moore, but Quinn Ewers, he's a gunslinger. That's what he's showing right now. But he is mobile. Let's see what we have. Next week, he's going to be going into Foxborough. Like you said, the Patriots potentially could be playing for the number 1 seed. When do the Broncos play next week? Are they at 4:00 as well? Let me check.
We're at 4:25. We're
at 4:25. So are the
Fox
Bills.
crew. So Greg Olson, UM alum, will be calling the game.
Where are the Broncos? I don't see the Broncos. Sorry.
Well, the thing is,
the Broncos play at 4:25, so it's going to be live, guys. It's if the Broncos lose, so let's get through this, okay? So any other things you got to say about yesterday's game? It was a fantastic game. I had a great time here. We sat, Chris. We got to definitely move our seats with Juan and the crew, but we sat in the sun.
I'm not sitting in the sun. I'm not sitting in the sun. I'd rather sit in our seats than in the sun.
We left after a drive. We left after a drive and a half. It was unbearable.
As soon as the sun hit us and we had a stopping point, we said, I looked at him. I was like, dude, I don't want to do this. And the crazy thing is that we were in the sliver. I'm going to post a picture of it because I took it once we got to your guys' seats and I could see them. And it's just a line of sun in a sea of shade. And we were the 2 seats in the sun. It was
horrible. In the same row with our 6 friends. 4 of them were in the shade, and Mark and I. These guys are smart. They invite us to their seats. We get to their seats, and they put us in the sun. I mean, in my opinion, that's a little low blow. You know, I thought that they would take care of the big guy and producer Mark.
In the beginning of the year, there's more sun than that because the sun is because of the daylight savings. I'm not sitting there
brutal
whatsoever. So tell them that if they want to sit with us, we're not sitting there.
By the way, our buddy that has the box, they're not renewing next year. So we got a problem there, by the way.
Big blow to the Dolphins, not to us because that sponsors everywhere. We're not going to call them out right now, but big blow to the Dolphins. That's your fault, not our fault.
produce,
Not LBO's
produce out there.
Well,
Now,
they said it was he said we asked him why, and he said, well, because no one wants to come to the games. It's just friends and family that end up coming. Like, and the whole thing is for them to bring business and make business and do deals while they're there. But if none of the people that they could potentially make business with wants to go, then what's the point? You're wasting all that money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it goes back to the fan experience. I personally have a great time at the Dolphins games, but we could be definitely doing more. That's for sure. One final thing. Congratulations to Devon Achane. 1,838 yards per Joe Shad, second most ever in franchise history behind Ricky Williams' insane 2002 season. So just shows you to a testament of what Devon Achane has been all season long. I think that personally he's an all-pro on the AFC side above Jonathan Taylor, sorry. So that's where we're at right now. Chris, so we're going to Foxborough. We're 11-point underdogs. It's going to be 25 degrees, feeling like 18 around kickoff, clear skies. So it's going to be the cold, but it should not be snowing right now. I'm interested to see what Quinn Ewers is going to do, but the Patriots, most likely, since it's the same time frame, they are going for it right now. Let's walk you guys through some of the recap that we saw from Week 17. Week 17 was crazy. Let's first start off with the Patriots, who picked up their 13th win of the year on Sunday. It's the second time in NFL history that a team has won 13 games following a season where they lost 13 games. Can you guys take a guess of who that other quarterback and team were? He was a prominent quarterback, late 90s, starting in the late 90s.
Late 90s, and it went from what to 3 wins
from
to 13 wins?
13 losses to 13 wins the following season.
Peyton Manning?
Late night.
Peyton Manning. Great job.
There
Did you read that or no?
I know, but I do remember that he started off
Very
really
good
bad.
job. Very good job. Peyton Manning, the Colts in 1999. Drake May yesterday against the lowly Jets, 254 yards, 5 touchdowns, making him the first QB and 90% completion percentage, first QB ever in the NFL to do that in a game. Not even Tom Brady has done that. Speaking of the Jets had the worst point differential in the month of December in NFL history. It started off with the Dolphins when we beat the crap out of them. They lost to the Patriots. The Jets got outscored by 102 points in December. They're absolutely terrible. They lost to the Saints by 23, and they lost to the Patriots by 32, and the Jaguars by 28. Okay, the Steelers can't beat bad teams. With their loss to the Browns, the Steelers have now lost their last 5 games that they've played against teams that are at least 8 games under 500.
They beat us.
You're absolutely right. But we're not 8 games under 500. That's tied with the Buccaneers and the Raiders for the longest streak in NFL history.
They've also lost 4 straight in Cleveland.
I mean, just these exactly, Chris. These divisional games, and we'll get to it when we talk about the Dolphins and LBO Locks with the Patriots. The Patriots have a rough time with the Miami Dolphins. All right, the Raiders.
How many wins do the Patriots have over 500 teams this year?
Only one. Only one.
And the New York Giants?
2.
Thanks to our dear friend Joe, who sent that to us earlier. I don't know who the tweet was.
Which is crazy. What's crazy is that in 2023, during that season, as we were trying to enjoy the one glimmer of hope that we had, the entire media just kept on saying how we couldn't beat teams over 500 and that we had such a cupcake schedule, which is something I've never really heard in the NFL. It's definitely a college thing, right? Like that's a big thing in college. And I remember thinking at that time, like, no one talks about this ever. And here we go. The Patriots in the same situation. No one talks about it.
No, everyone's writing their you know what. But you know what? It is what it is. Rightfully so. The Patriots has been incredible. We're in December. We're going into January football now. They're in the 2
seed. They're in 2 seed. The Buffalo Bills are in the 7 seed.
Yes.
So right now it would be Buffalo versus the Patriots if it ended today. If the Dolphins, for some reason, beat the Patriots because they benched their guys or whatever, they'll be the 3 seed and they'll be going up against the Chargers
or the Texans. It's still up in the air.
The Chargers are not going to be playing Herbert, so they're not most likely not going to win that game. Who are they playing?
Against the Broncos.
Yeah, and they're going to be going for it. So they most likely will not win that game. And and I think the Bills are playing the Jets. The Bills are going to win.
The Bills are playing the Jets. Yes. So you're looking here.
It might be 2-7. So let's go beat the Patriots, dude. Let's go beat the Patriots and set them up that they have to play the Bills. Please give me that, Quinn Ewers. If you're going to give me something, give me that.
Well, later on, we'll tell you guys how impressive the Dolphins have been against the Patriots. Steelers, we spoke about them. The Raiders losing streak just won't end. The Raiders lost their 10th straight game on Sunday. And if you combine that with their 10-game losing streak from last season, they're now just the 5th team in NFL history to have a losing streak of at least 10 games in back-to-back seasons. The 2016-17 Browns are the only other team to pull that ugly feat over the past 40 years. Historic mediocrity or historic poor performances from the Raiders there. Mendoza, they lost to the Giants. They are going to be the number 1 seed, it looks like. I mean, the number 1 overall pick. Fernando Mendoza or Dante Moore, those are the sweepstakes right now. The Texans join exclusive clubs. They clinched a playoff berth over the weekend after beating the Chargers, which makes them just the 7th team in NFL history to make the playoffs after an 0-3 start. Over the past 25 years, only 2 teams have made the postseason after 0-3 start. It's this Texans team, and can you think of the other Can you think of the other team?
The Giants?
The 2018 Texans. They've done it twice.
Wow.
They've done it twice.
I didn't even hear the first part of the question. So,
did you watch? We watched that game though together, right? And are you
game?
confident the Houston Texans versus the Los Angeles Chargers? Right? And Are you confident in any one of those teams actually being any good this year?
I'm confident in the Texans, that defense. Defense plays in January. Defense makes a difference in January. We saw with the Giants.
The Chargers had a bunch of mistakes there. The Chargers missed an extra point, missed a field goal. Right there, that's 4 points. That's
pressure bust pipes, baby. Pressure bust pipes. I mean, you're playing that defense.
I don't know about. Yeah, you're making shit up at this point, but that's fine.
No, I'm certainly not making shit up. Stop cursing from Charleston.
You're saying pressure burst pipes. That has nothing to do with him missing an extra point.
The pressure of that defense has them it's on their heels, making them look like crap. They're a bad football team. The Chargers are not a good football team. The Texans are a good football team. The Texans are one of the hottest teams in the NFL. Like we just said, they started 0-3, and now they're going into this, on an 11-2 record? The last 13 games with that defense? Give me the Texans right now. You saw C.J. Stroud, how he had those 2 explosive plays against that Chargers defense on the road in L.A. Texans are a dangerous football team, in my opinion.
Dangerous. They're so dangerous.
You know what? You're really dangerous right now from your bunker over there in Yugoslavia or wherever you are right now. It's definitely not Charleston. By the way, give me one thing that's good about Charleston thus far.
So far, they had bars open that we can be drinking all day today. That's the one good thing.
Guy's tanked. This guy's absolutely tanked. Have you eaten anything that's really good?
We had award-winning shrimp and grits.
Oh,
all right. I mean, it was 10 in the morning to have that. That was okay.
What
pimento cheese?
So Brittany's on this mission to find pimento cheese. The first place we went to, they didn't have any. They've been out. The last 3 places we went to, no pimento cheese. But we just had some fried mac and cheese in our hotel at the rooftop while we were waiting for you guys to set up. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody saying that fried mac and cheese is not a good thing. That's going to hit every time, especially if you're drunk.
That's a classic. It's going to hit you when you eat it. It's also going to hit you later on when you
It's 7-Eleven.
The
and
bubble
I have dinner at
guts.
9:15. I've been up since 4:30, and I'm like 5 old fashions deep right now. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Sounds like a Taco Bell night. Sounds like a pizza.
You gotta keep on.
Night.
You gotta keep the drinking going, dude. You gotta keep the drinking
Brittany's
going.
taking a nap. She's
Oh,
done.
that's
where he wants to be right now.
I can't do that. I can't do the vacation nap.
Well,
what
that's
do you
the
mean?
best nap.
What do you mean?
That's the
Mark?
best nap,
No,
man.
listen.
You always take naps, dude.
What are you talking about? Listen.
Mark, every time that we've gone on vacation, the last like 2 or 3 times, you're like, I gotta go home and take a nap. I'm like, what do you mean you gotta go home and take a nap? Mom and Dad went out, and you and Tiffany didn't make it out. Like we went
Well, that's
out.
my
Oh.
that's my wife needs to go home and take a nap.
Oh, here we go.
That's my wife that needs to go take.
Wow.
There's
Chivalry is dead.
She'll testify for this. She likes to go home, take a nap, and what happens is that like if we're day drinking and then I go home and take a nap, there's nothing. I don't want to do anything afterwards. Like
we went to a club in Chicago with our cousins, and my mom and dad showed up. My mom was wearing some hat that I don't understand why she was wearing it. And I sent them a picture of mom and dad to Mark, and he didn't show up. He just no-showed. We were just there at the club.
Wow.
I did something
My
else.
dad's sitting there. By the way, my dad might win. My dad might win.
I can't wait. I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. I want to hear all this shit talking.
He has three people playing today. Puka,
all Rams,
Stafford, all Rams. He's like, I'm all in on the Rams.
Yeah, I mean they're a good football team.
I asked him when I went to go pick up Sophia at the end of the game. I was like, why wouldn't you play Chris Godwin? He's playing the Dolphins, dude. Did you see Burrow last week and what he did?
Chris Godwin had a very good game against us yesterday.
I think he had like 20 points.
Who also had a good game yesterday? Jameer D-Kid. Do you know what team he plays for?
Jameer T-Kid?
Jameer D-K.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Who?
We all know. We have a podcast. Dude.
Who?
We all know.
Who? Keep
I know.
Keep doing
I
it.
definitely know.
I don't know.
Mark, do you know?
I have no idea.
The Tennessee Titans, guys.
The
Tennessee
Oh,
Titans.
I was gonna.
He's a rookie,
throw it
potentially offensive rookie of the year. 102 all-purpose yards on Sunday against the Saints. 2371 on the season, which just broke. It's a new NFL record for most all-purpose yards by a rookie, breaking a 1988 Tim Brown record. Congratulations, DK. I picked him up a couple months ago, actually, in fantasy football. He never started him though. All right, Jalen Hurts. Yesterday, 0 passes completed.
What did you say he did?
Who?
DK. What did he have? He
The
has
most
7 yards yesterday.
The most all-purpose yards in the history. 2,371. Yesterday, he had 102 all-purpose yards.
Where? Is he a
Kickoff.
returner?
Yeah, he's a returner. He returns kickoffs and punts.
This guy's a nobody. This guy's a nobody, bro.
And he's playing receiver. He just broke
Mark
an
this
all-time
down.
record. He just
This
broke
guy's
an
a
all.
nobody. Mark it down. Write it down. We're
Wow.
not gonna hear about him next year.
Hey,
This
Jameer,
guy's
I am a
rough.
fan of yours, Jameer. I am a fan of yours.
This is like
Little
Devon
is
Best
not.
and the Dolphins here.
Wow.
Devon Best.
Wow.
Oh, come on, dude.
Great
But who
co-
doesn't love Devon
Yeah,
Best?
great Dolphin
We're
player.
talking about
dude.
Dolphins, dude.
Yeah, we love Devon Best, but no one knows who that is. Put it on the poll right now.
He's
Ask someone,
Devon.
who is
the
Devon
Best.
Best?
Hey, folks, whoever's listening or watching us right now, have you heard of Jameer DK? Yes or no? Please. Okay, here we go. Ugly second half for Jalen Hurts. The Eagles QB completed 0 passes during the second half yesterday against the Bills. It's the second time he does that this season, and they also won the game the first time. It's the first time that's happened since the 1987 Patriots. That's not winning football, but that defense is incredible. But Jalen Hurts and that offense is putrid. Sam Darnold makes history. The first ever player to win back-to-back seasons of 13 wins or more for 2 different teams. The historic company that he's in, you're talking Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, and Tom Brady are the only 4 other quarterbacks in NFL history that have ever gone back-to-back seasons with 13 wins or more. Congratulations to Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. The Packers did not have a single punt yesterday. It's the 3rd time this season that they've done that. And in all 3 games, they have lost those 3 games.
Right. And this is where I see Dolphins Twitter going crazy here. And they all like Malik Willis. Like, oh, he should be a starter. He's 18 for 21, 288, and 1 yard and
Please
1
don't.
touchdown pass. Please do not. This is the same thing as Quinn Ewers. I don't need a backup QB to come in and try to be the starter. I'm sure he's a great backup, but he's not going to be the starter of the Miami Dolphins. And you could cut this up right here, and maybe I'll be on Twitter at Old Takes Exposed. It could be fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. please do not give me Malik Willis because that's so Dolphins if we go do that.
No, you have a 7th round QB right now that potentially could start for you next year if you're going to go into a rebuilding season and you're not going to go through free agency or build through the draft. So, and think about how low that contract is. How inexpensive Quinn Ewers is right now. Why are you going to go pay somebody like Malik Willis, who's in a backup now, for a couple $4 or $5 million like you did with Zach Wilson? Speaking of Malik Willis, yesterday we're in fantasy football championship time, and these are the folks that probably won people their championship this week. Brock Purdy, 44 points. He's playing out of his freaking mind right now for the 49ers. Former 7th round pick. Drake May, 43 points with those 5 touchdowns against the Jets. And Malik Willis, Chris, 34 points. If somebody started that guy, good for you. Now, the best player
in desperation, that could have been a play for sure, right?
Yes. Derrick Henry looked like King Henry this past week. 200 plus yards, 2 touchdowns, 52 points. If you had Derrick Henry, most likely you're going to win that, championship pot. Good for you. Chase Brown, 2nd week in a row at the 2nd position for running backs, 33 points. Shout out to Los Primos who are going to go back to back in our fantasy football championship, fantasy football league. Congratulations to Miguel and Robert. And Christian McCaffrey, 32 points.
Wait a second. When you say our, okay, let me tell everybody what this guy did. Okay, this guy. So Mark, myself, and Ryan, we have our own league. You've heard Joey. He's been dropped in many times on this. Joey's the commissioner of our league. We have a league of 10 friends that we've had this for like 20 years. And the big guy, big of little big opinions, Ryan, Rhino, all these different nicknames for this guy. He was like, hey, we need one league, one important league. No one ever get into any other league because this is the only league that matters. Guess what he did? Mark, can you help tell the listeners what he did?
Well, so this big guy over here to my left, he just created his own league.
His own league.
Is it my fault that I have a lot of friends and people want to play fantasy football with me? No, it's not my fault. Is it my fault that people love me and I'm the affable fat guy? No, it's not my fault. That's what I am. People want to hang out with me. People want to play fantasy football with me. And since we only have 10 spots in our original league and no one is getting out of that league unless you're Julian who doesn't want to do an auction draft, then I have to create a second league. And you know what, guys? My league is better. My league is better.
Whoa!
My league is better because it's more fun. It's big play bonuses. It's keepers. You can trade draft picks.
Let's kick him out of the league.
And the
Joey,
trades.
listen up.
There's actual trades. People actually talk. In our league, everyone is complacent. No one gives a crap anymore. It's just, we show up to the draft. I love that league. Don't get me wrong. And it's my number one league. But my other league is funner. It is what it is. We spoke about it yesterday. We spoke about it over this past weekend, Chris.
Ryan, blasphemous. It's more fun, not funner. Okay, figure it out. And second,
sorry, you are a doctor. You're a doctor.
You should be kicked out of the league for that. What's going on here?
You're gonna kick me. You're gonna kick me out of the league. Kick me out of the league, and I'll end this friendship right now.
Yeah,
if you threaten to kick me out of the league that I was there, that I founded, that helped find, that I was there from the beginning, after 18 years or 15 years or whatever it is, then this friendship is on the rocks. I'm telling you right now.
You founded another league. You're freaking Aaron Burr, bro. Like, what is going on?
How many leagues are you in, Chris? How many leagues are you in? Why can't I be in another league?
I didn't found another league. I didn't start another one. Like,
yeah, he did. The fantasy league.
Start your family
the fantasy league is yours, dude.
The family league? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, then you just lied on the spot right now. You drink and you become a liar. That's what you are. You have no self-respect and you have no credibility right now. You just lied on the spot.
This is the same guy. The same guy that was wearing the UF shorts.
Why doesn't the family league count? You just spoke about it all the time. You just spoke about your family league and how crazy it's been. And we spoke about it on the pod multiple times.
Family league is fun. And I never said we cannot join any other leagues. You said we can't join any other
I never
leagues.
said that. Did I say that in writing? Can you prove that I said that? Can you prove it?
Yes, I can prove it. I have multiple sources that say that you said that. and I'm gonna pull up, and we won't miss anything if you leave because you haven't won anything. So we don't have to change anything. No one's gonna say,
fuck you,
hey,
dude. Fuck you.
Who's this,
you know what? Here
this
goes.
guy on the
Sorry,
trophy?
we're not gonna monetize this episode. Fuck you, dude. You're gonna throw that in my face right now, huh? First, you call me sensitive, and you hit a button, and I worked on that with my therapist and my guru. But then you have the balls to come at me on our podcast and throw that in my face. You know how much of a sin that is for me, and how much
Here's
of
the
a moral
sensitivity
it
coming
is.
out right now. So go back to the therapist because
You're a piece of
hasn't
crap.
worked.
Look at you. Look at you for the commitment that you have to go drinking. Who goes the 29th? Who travels the 29th before the 31st? Why don't you have a commitment and be here like us day in and day out, Monday out, doing the podcast live? Huh?
You're questioning my commitment.
Do you have? What commitment
You're
do you
questioning
have?
my commitment at 3 a.m. when I was in Madrid, Spain. By the way, you were supposed to be there because when it came out, you said, I'm going to Spain. Did you show up to Spain? No.
There's
My
budget
wife-
cuts, Chris. I couldn't
my
afford
wife-
it, okay, asshole? I'm not a dick. I'm not a dick like you.
my
You
wife-
dick.
For 10 years has been telling me, hey, we can't make plans for December because we're going to Paris.
You're going
for
to bring my financial
Ryan
troubles here? You're going to bring my financial troubles here because we have
Anniversary.
not enough money to go to Paris? I don't have enough disposable income,
Fine.
Chris, like you.
But you were supposed to be there and you weren't there. And did I say, hey, just do the show without me? No, I said, I'll wait up till 3 a.m. and do the show with you. Okay. And then now I'm in Charleston. And you know what I did? I said,
Charleston.
we gotta go back to the hotel because we got a show to do. We have things
We
that we
got a
need
show
to do
to do.
here
Yeah,
for the LBO. And
Okay,
here
man.
I am. And
Way to
you're
step up,
questioning
dude.
my commitment.
Way to step up, dude.
Okay.
Yes, I am questioning your
And-
commitment. You should be
what-
here
what are you-
in UMSA,
what
Miami-Dade
sweatshirt
County
are you
right
wearing?
now.
What sweatshirt are you wearing?
I'm wearing a Barstool Champions
Okay.
Florida Panthers shirt, sweatshirt. Is that a problem?
Yeah. Barstool.
Why?
You said it yourself.
UF shorts, baby. UF shorts. It's all about the UF shorts over here.
What now? What now? We don't like Barstool? I love
It's not that
Barstool.
we don't like. We're coming, baby. We're coming. LBO.
Well,
76
well, if
Sports.
somebody who was the apparel guru for our podcast would go and buy our next apparel that sold out in record time last time, then maybe I'd be wearing that. But unfortunately, someone can't come through on their promises.
I don't
Check
think
it
you've
out.
worn one LBO
Guys,
shirt
wait
on this
around.
pod.
We got a new
I'll prove
LBO.
that.
We got new LBO merch. It's coming out soon.
Don't lie to
when
people.
I
We
say
haven't even
soon-
met with the production
Okay,
person
but
yet.
I said it. I made the design. I made the designs. ChatGPT, baby.
Okay, let's get back to this. Okay, thanks a lot, Chris, for throwing us off like you always do. Luther Burden, 27 points, wide receiver 1 this week. Hopefully he is not severely injured. Jamar Chase and Chris Olave, 25 points, and Chris Godwin, 23 points. You called it. Trey McBride, tight end of the year, most receptions ever, breaking his own record this season. Congratulations to Trey McBride for most receptions by a tight end in a single season, 23 points. Colston Loveland, 21 points, and Jake Tongas, 19 points for the 49ers. Okay, AFC, NFC playoff standings right now. The Broncos are number 1, Patriots number 2, Jaguars number 3, Steelers number 4, Texans number 5, Chargers 6, Bills 7. Everything is locked in other than the Ravens and the Steelers, who are playing for the AFC North. They're playing for that final spot, the 4 seed. They're going to be on Sunday night. LBO Locks will be talking about that in a second. Everything else is pretty much locked in except for seeding. Okay, so like Chris mentioned earlier, the Broncos are playing the Chargers, and the Chargers will not be playing Justin Herbert at 425. The Patriots need to win and the Broncos to lose to get the number 1 seed. If the Broncos win, they get the number 1 seed. The Jaguars have to win. The Patriots both have to lose. The Patriots and the Broncos both have to lose for the Jaguars to get the number 1 overall seed. That's where we're at for the AFC side. Any comments or questions from the peanut gallery?
Continue on, big guy.
NFC, Seahawks number 1, Bears number 2, Eagles number 3, Panthers number 4, 49ers number 5, Rams number 6, Packers number 7, Buccaneers are in the hunt. The Panthers and the Bucks will be playing at 4:30 on Saturday. You're going to watch that game for the AFC, for NFC South. Everything else is locked in right now. The Seahawks are playing the 49ers That will be Saturday night That is for the number 1 seed in the NFL in the NFC. It's a huge game. Chris, we've been talking about the Rams.
Stop
this
playing
whole
with
time.
the microphone,
Please,
dude.
playing
We can
with your
hear. We
microphone.
can hear
We
that.
can absolutely hear that. The Rams are gonna be most likely the 6th seed. They were the best team in football all year, and right now they're gonna be the 6th seed. Isn't that crazy?
Super crazy.
Oh my God! So he shut down now.
This guy, I told you needed one more old fashioned to keep it going. You see,
down.
this is what naps do to you. It brings you down, dude.
He shut down. Poor guy.
That's super crazy. But do you honestly think that the 49ers are going to beat the Seahawks? Are they playing in San Francisco?
They are playing. They are playing in San Francisco on Saturday at 8 p.m.
So here it is. If the 49ers, they're playing there now. If they win, they will be playing the rest of the playoffs there. You know where the Super Bowl is this year?
Yes, sir. Santa Clara, Levi Stadium.
So they could possibly take their whole way out there. That is crazy. Sorry, I know you're not gonna like that I say this, but I do think McCaffrey's still better than Achane. Like I just watched them.
I agree with you there. I mean, I'm sorry.
I just watched them play, and he does more with the ball in his hands on the pass game. I would say, and he definitely has more to the game. And Kyle Shanahan is such a better coach than McDaniel. Oh, it's not even close.
Kyle Shanahan is probably top 3 coach in the NFL. Top 2, maybe number 1. You have a
perfect offensive mind for sure.
He is fantastic. Yesterday, they were without George Kittle. Their first ballot Hall of Famer, Trent Williams, went out with a hamstring injury. I think he only played 1 snap yesterday, and they still beat a very good Bears team. And it came down. That game was wild. This has been the game of the season of fantastic games. The NFL this year has been so much fun. There's been a lot of parity, but there've been a lot of classics. And last night's game, the Bears versus 49ers, was one of those. Okay, folks, LBO Locks, week 18. We're back. It's our funnest segment. Chris, right now, going into the final week of the regular season, is number 1 in LBO with a 55% winning percentage. Big has a 54%, producer Mark at 45%, and prop of the week 36%. So we're going to go right into this. Last week, Chris went
boom, LBO Locks.
Thank you for that. That was fantastic over there from the EA Sports gentleman broadcaster. Chris went 2-2-1 last week. Big went 3-3-1. Producer Mark 2-1-1. And prop of the week 0-1. Producer Mark has some heat right now. He's playing well. That's 2 winning weeks in a row.
I'm just cooking with oil, baby.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go right into it. Saturday. There's 2 games on Saturday. First one is at 4:30 p.m. You can find both of these games on ABC and ESPN. The Panthers are going into Tampa Bay, taking on Baker Mayfield and the Bucs in Raymond James Stadium. Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorites. Over/under is 44. This is winner take all for the NFC South. The Bucs are 0-7 in their last 7 games against the spread. 0-7. Carolina beat them by 3 points 2 weeks ago. Chris, what is your pick here?
So the Carolina Panthers are significantly different at home than they are on the road. Last week, you saw up against a good team, they were overmatched. I do know that the Bucs are limping in, but, and I love your stat of 0-7 against the spread, and I do think early on in the year, it was a little bit of make-believe because they won a bunch of games on last-minute field goals. But I cannot take Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers, so give me the Bucs at home, Tampa Bay.
Producer Mark?
I got to go with my boy. I'm sticking strong. Baker's going to come through. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the over on this one. Throwing a little over action. I just feel like it's going to be a lot of things happening, and I feel like Baker's going to come through. This is more of a than I think really that this is going to happen. This is more that I want it to happen, right? Like this is more I'm going for my boy. I want
That's never a way to bet.
I don't care. I'm not actually putting real money. These are just numbers. You guys say I'm 45%, baby. I feel it. Let's go, Biggie. Let's go, Biggie.
I will be taking the Panthers here. I think the Bucs have just been reeling. They're not the same football team that they have been since the beginning of the season when we thought that Baker was playing potentially at an MVP caliber level. I will be taking the Panthers here. I will also be taking the over here. 44 points. Let's see it, Panthers. Let's see it, Bryce Young. You're the number one overall pick for a reason. They have a lot of talent around the field, and I just think that the Bucs are limping in right now, and they're not playing their best football. All right, next game, probably the game of the week. It's for all the marbles. NFC West, one of the best divisions that we have seen in some time. The Seahawks going into Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Seahawks are a -1 favorite on the road. Over-under is 49.5. This game is at 8 o'clock on Saturday on ABC and ESPN. Seattle is 7-1 on the road this year against the spread. 7-1 against the spread on the road. That is absolutely incredible. And they've won 13 of their last 14 road games dating back to last season. Wow.
I don't believe that.
San Francisco has covered 5 straight games coming into this match. And the over has hit in 6 of the 49ers' last 8 games. I don't care what you don't believe, Chris. I don't give a shit about that anymore. Give me the 49ers here and give me the over. 49.5, that's a lot of points with the Seahawks defense. I don't care right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the under. This divisional game. Things get tight in these winner-take-all games. I don't think it's going to be a shootout. Give me the under, and I'll be taking the 49ers. Producer Mark, what's your pick?
I mean, that record, those, what he said, 7-0, those are usually meant to be broken, right? Like 7-1 against 7-1. That's huge. But I've been going with them all year. And I'm doing it for my boy, Junior, who is a Sea Chicken fan. Let's get the Sea Chickens, baby. Sam Darnold doing what he does. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm not going to touch you under on this one.
Chris.
So we just talked about Brock Purdy coming out, being a 7th round quarterback, but he's obviously a Pro Bowl type player. He's been injured all year, had a great performance on Sunday. Then we have Christian McCaffrey, who's probably the best running back in the league, still to this day. You got a great coach in Kyle Shanahan. You had a great defensive coordinator in Robert Saleh. They got it at home. It's a divisional matchup. But for some reason, I just think it's all about Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. It's -1. Those stats that you just threw out there, Ryan, I still don't believe it. But because you gave me these fake stats, fake news, give me the Seahawks.
It's funny because before the podcast, he chose the 49ers. That's very funny. It just shows you the flip-flopper that he is. The Dolphins, huge game, Sunday at 4:25 on Fox. The Dolphins going to Foxborough, taking on the Patriots. The Patriots are 11-point favorites. Over-under is 46. New England is 10-3 against the spread in their last 13 games. They've been dominant at home this year. But despite the Patriots' success, guys, they are 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 meetings against Miami. The over has hit in 4 of the Patriots' last 5 games. In the first meeting this year, when it was 60 points, which was clearly over. Producer Mark, what's your pick here?
I'm going for Quinn with the win, baby.
Let's go.
Quinn with the win. 11 points. That's a lot of points. That's it. I'm going. This is a Miami podcast. I'm not going to pick the Patriots for anything. Get out of here.
Chris, what is your pick, sir?
So the Patriots have been a one team over 500 all year. The only reason why they beat the Dolphins was because the guy stepped out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
They're the number 1 seed, or the number 2 seed, looking to go to number 1. 11 points is a lot of points. But I don't know if Jordan Brooks is going to play. Minka's probably not going to play. I don't think there's enough. The Patriots are going to go for it. They're better coached. They have a better quarterback. They're a better team. I'm going to say it. They might be for real. Give me the Patriots with all those points.
Buy this guy Patriots shorts
already.
For
real.
Louise.
Why don't you just create a Patriots podcast? Why don't you? Patriots scum. I will be taking the Dolphins
It'd be
here.
more fun.
11 points. The Dolphins play the Patriots well. It is what it is. It's just one team that we play well. This could be a jinx, but I have confidence right now in Quinn Ewers. I think that we're going to go in there, even though it's going to be frigid, it's going to be cold. Doesn't matter. We have Devon Achane, who leads the NFL with 5.7 rushes per attempt in the NFL right now this season. He's an absolute star. He's going to be there. Jalen Waddle took the week off this past week. Let's see what he's going to bring to the table. Give me the Miami Dolphins, who I think are going to win this game. The Dolphins are going to go into Foxborough. Like you said, the Broncos, it's going to be a close game with the Chargers. They're going to win that game because Justin Herbert's not going to play, and then the Patriots are going to take it off. I don't even give a shit if they're full. We play well in Foxborough. Give me the Dolphins money line here. Over-under is 46. I'm not going to touch the over-under here because I just went out of my way to say that the Dolphins are going to win this football game. Come on, Quinn Ewers. Quinn for the win, baby. All right, last but not least, Sunday Night Football. Last one, Sunday night at 8:20 p.m. on NBC and Peacock. The Ravens taking on the Steelers. Over-under is 41. The Ravens are 3-point favorites right now. Lamar Jackson most likely will be playing instead of Tyler Huntley with that back contusion. The Ravens are coming off a Week 7 masterpiece with Derrick Henry for 216 yards and 4 touchdowns. They are 4-1 against their spread in their last 5 road games. This series is famously low scoring. The under is 9-2 in the last 11 meetings. But Pittsburgh is 4-1 straight up in their last 5 home games against Baltimore. And Mike Tomlin's teams historically thrive as home underdogs. Give me the Steelers here. I'm going to take experience here with Mr. Rodgers. I don't think that the Ravens has been playing well. It is what it is. They had a good week last week. I don't care. And give me the under here. I'm going to take the under, and I'm going to take the Steelers. Producer Mark.
Big LBO implications here. We got a bet with big and little on this game on the outcome of who's going to win, right? Like overall in the season.
Oh, you're right. You're absolutely right. $50 bet.
A $50 bet, big money. We make a lot of money here. Make sure to leave some chats in there. It brings us more money. Anyways, so you have the Steelers in that bet?
I have the Steelers.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Big is going to go for the Ravens, regardless at this situation. I mean, Little is going to go for the Ravens. I'm gonna go with my boy Lamar. I'm going with the Ravens. I feel like it's a no-brainer on this one.
Astute. Thank you very much. Yeah. Astute. Chris.
All right.
Here we go.
So we already heard that this is the bet going on. Okay. Mike Tomlin with Aaron Rodgers, they're pissed. Okay. They lost to the lowly Browns. They've lost 4 straight or 5 straight in Cleveland, and they're coming home, right? Coming home, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they're coming
Terrible
home.
Towel is going to be swinging.
Renegade's going to be going.
Renegade, play the Renegade.
On what is Pittsburgh looking like? Keep going with your rant.
But I'm going to keep telling you something, okay? I'm going to make a super hot take right now. The super hot take is that Snoop Huntley, who we had as our quarterback last year, is going to go in there, and he's going to take the Ravens down the field, and they're going to win this game. They're going to win the division. I'm going to have $50. And it's the last time that you're going to see Lamar Jackson in a Ravens jersey. And the next time that you see Lamar Jackson, he'll be playing in Miami Gardens in Hard Rock Stadium with a number 8 Miami Dolphins jersey on. And next year is the year that the Dolphins are going to break the curse, because we're bringing home a hometown guy. Yes, maybe he doesn't care about being a Dolphin fan his whole life, but I can tell you right now, he's going to come home to prove everybody wrong, and that's it. Lamar Jackson will be a Dolphin next year. I don't know what it is, but we're going to give up. But this week, the Ravens with Snoop Huntley are going to beat the Ravens. Steelers are going home, end the career of both Rodgers and Tomlin. And next year, we're going to have Tomlin as our head coach and Lamar Jackson as our quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
What a hot take. Real quick,
sizzling.
How would that, if Snoop Huntley goes in and wins this game, like you said, and you said that this would be the last, that Lamar Jackson would never wear a Ravens jersey again, wouldn't he play in the playoffs? You think Snoop Huntley will play in the playoffs?
I will think that Harbaugh is making a statement here that he doesn't need Lamar Jackson to win the game, and they're going to lose in the first round of the playoffs in the next week.
Hot take coming from Charleston, folks. Hot take. He doesn't have any pimento cheese in his belly, but he's got fried macaroni. That's what he's got there.
Let's give him sizzling takes, baby. Sizzling takes here.
So Mike Tomlin and Lamar Jackson next year, bring it all to us. And I want to ask you this, Ryan, because we asked this question. You know, there was Instagram posts all last week about Lamar. So I put up there, it was me, guys. It was me. Would you give up, I think it's the next 3 first rounders and Tua for Lamar Jackson? And surprisingly enough, we got a bunch of no's. So Ryan, I'm going to ask you, would you say yes or no to that trade?
I'd give up my 2 children, my dog.
Whoa.
I'd give up my mortgage. I'd give up my timeshare. I'd give up anything it is to get Lamar Jackson to come here.
Stu should be honored. Jeez. Penny and the kids gone, but not the wife.
I mean,
Mark?
He's an outstanding player, guys. We need that dynamic quarterback play in Miami. It would completely be opposite of what we had with Tua, which was just this stoic presence. And you have this dynamic player with a Devon A-Chain. Can you imagine those 2 in the backfield together?
And Holy crap.
I'm confused about what happened here with Harbaugh and Lamar, because there's a few years back, there's a clip of Lamar, doing something crazy, and then on the sideline they're talking to each other, and Harbaugh's telling him how kids are gonna wear 8 for him, like that was
during his MVP
year, and he's like, you're and I've always believed in you and all this stuff, and that interaction, I was like, that's why Harbaugh is such a good coach, because of just like, it was just an honest, real. It seemed so honest and real, and the fact that it's gone south, so far south, is a little crazy to me, a little worrisome, because we don't have great culture. We don't have a great culture here. If he's having trouble over there, like, what's going to happen when he comes into this shit show dumpster fire of an organization? He's probably going to be pretty upset. With that being said, would I still take the chance on him? Oh, 110%. There's nothing more that I want than Lamar Jackson to be wearing the aqua and orange. That would be a phenomenal thing. Do I think that even if it happens, it might end up bad? Probably. It's probably going to end up bad, because we are the Dolphins, and that's what we do.
The reports that have come out is why there's been a diminishing process in their relationship is because of the lack of effort, or the lack of preparation, the lack of maturity that Lamar Jackson has shown the organization in the past couple of years.
And that's going to change here in this organization?
Probably not. Like you said, probably not. But as a Dolphins fan, I will take Lamar Jackson in a heartbeat. Absolutely.
Like, if you don't take a guy like Harbaugh and you don't have respect for a coach like that, then what kind of coach will you have respect for? Like, that's a crazy.
I have a better question. Chris, would you rather take Harbaugh or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson. So when you say that, this is so funny, that his effort wasn't there the last 2 years. Last year, he was 12-5. He had over 4,000 yards passing. He had 41 passing touchdowns. He had another, let's see here, don't have the rushing. I know he had more rushing yards. The guy is a freaking monster, bro.
Monster.
The only difference is that this is the second time that in his career with the Ravens where he's openly looking for a new contract. And the first year he didn't play off of meniscus, which, yeah, he probably could have come back, but he said he wasn't ready to come back. It is what it is. And then the very next year, he had his meniscus completely healed, and he was the MVP of the league and the #1 team in the AFC and all that stuff. This year, he doesn't have any more guaranteed money, so apparently he's looking for more money. His back hurts. Not sure if he's going to play this week. It kind of sounds familiar to the same thing. And when you say, like, why would they do a trade when you throw in Tua there? Because Tua's contract is actually easier to get off of than Lamar's in the next couple of years because of how much money they do have to give him in the next couple of years. So, you know, I don't know. I don't look at Sports Track all the time. I'm just telling you what Twitter tells me. Give me Lamar Jackson for however many freaking first round picks you want, because we have Chop Robinson. That guy blows. Kenneth Grant, he's okay. I could keep going through these first rounders and they all stink. Okay. You know who doesn't stink? Lamar Jackson. He's a 2-time MVP, should be a 3-time MVP. He's a freaking stud. Him with Devon Achane and freaking Jalen Waddle is better than he's ever had at Baltimore. Give me the juice, baby. Give me the guy coming home, fully motivated, still hasn't won, trying to do something. He wants to play video games. Let the guy freaking play video games, bro. Who cares? Just get out there and play. All right, give me Lamar Jackson over John Harbaugh.
All right. Well, with that, this episode is brought to you by Societa Law Personal Injury Attorneys. If you've been injured in a car accident, you need more than just a lawyer. You need an advocate who truly cares and fights hard for what you deserve. Call Societa Law at 305-340-9082 or visit societalaw.com for your free consultation. Societa Law, where strength meets compassion. Folks, this is our last episode. Thank you for coming to us live. It's been a wonderful year. LBO came back in 2025. Give us one thing that you love. Did you have a good 2025, Mark?
Yeah, I had a fantastic 2025. My second child was born. It's phenomenal. She's a great baby. And we're growing the family. Decided we're not going to have another one. That's it. Two's more than enough. I'm excited for 2026. Big things happening. More channels. We're going to have more shows. I'm thinking about doing a show myself.
Oh, yeah?
I might just do an entertainment type show. So everyone look out for that. What about you, big guy?
2025 has been absolutely incredible, but let's go to our correspondent in Charleston, see how his 2025 has been.
Totally confused. This is our last show of the year of like 2025 or last show of our LBO season. Are we here next week? Or
last show of 2025. That's exactly what we said. It's December 29th right now.
You said
clearly because you are right now in another state right now, because what you only do is for you said, what did he say, for holidays, and he's only away for holidays.
My brother hasn't spent like New Year's with me in like 10 years, dude.
He's not even watch the game. He's just gonna watch it with Brittany in some lowly bar in Charleston.
I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna be at my house, right?
I'm going.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
No,
it's gonna be a great time.
I'm going.
It's gonna be a great time.
Probably at some foo restaurant that's gonna cost me a lot of money. But
yeah, because you're gonna be there for 7 hours.
For like 2 or 3 hours, but we're gonna see fireworks from the rooftop here at our own hotel.
Oh, cool!
We have a humongous. This is the biggest hotel room I've ever been to in my life. It's great. 2025.
How was your 2025?
It's fantastic, man. Life is good. You guys are great. Life is good, man. I have nothing to say.
All right. Well, with that, folks, Chris, just go with our final. Just do what you
hoopla.
say.
Your hoopla.
Just always say what you say, please. Just say your catchphrase.
Don't be, Ryan. Stop being so sensitive. Sayonara, suckers.
You call me sensitive one more time. Swear to God. Call me sensitive one more time. I'm going to go through the freaking screen. And I'm going to go get your ass. This guy doesn't stop calling me sensitive right now. Every single time this guy has to do it. Do I talk anything about it personal? Do I talk about his schnoz? Do I say anything? No, I don't say anything to this guy. I don't say anything. You know what my New Year's resolution is, Chris? It's not to lose weight and to get better health. It's to have better friends who don't always call me sensitive and tuss my buttons. I love you very much, Chris. 2026 is the year of LBO, the year of this podcast, the year of the Miami Dolphins. Let's go! Sayonara, suckers!